Welcome back everyone to another episode of Timberborn. My name is Max and today I finished off my dam, as you can see. We also built a couple of new trees just to make sure that we had more wood coming in. We planted this lovely patch of dandelions because during the construction of the dam, one of the beavers got in touch with the bad water, which you need antidote to cure them off. I also started to do a little bit of making the smeltery. Basically, I built a camp and we're slowly moving stuff over from one end to the other. I also started clearing out the blockage here. And I hope that we can start filling up this pathway so that the bad water just goes this way. And sure, right now it still flows into this area here. But I want to basically build a path over to here so that we can start working towards also blocking off this area so that all the bad water just whoop goes into there. And we don't have to worry about bad water in our natural basin anymore. As of now, yeah, I don't really know what I want to do. Kind of, it's just everything is going all right. Just want to show a little bit of progress. And yeah, I think I'm gonna work some more on the well-being, because we definitely are lacking in that department. Wet fur, so a lot more beavers want to become wet. How do I do that? Wow. Let's first build some more campfires. Here, one. Oh yeah, I also want to expand a little bit this way. Basically, with the bad water still being able to come in, I want to basically start making an area here where we can just flood the area. Well, I say flood the area. Basically just ship it off to here so that we don't have to worry about the entire farm falling to ruin. But anyway, what else do we have? Grilled chestnuts, grilled sputterduck. Well, that's actually interesting to do because we don't really have a good area to do sputterducks. Because basically sputterducks are underwater plants and you need an aquatic farmhouse for those. And while there's a giant area here, yeah, I'm not really sure if I should. A drought is approaching. That's not great. Well, that's the thing. I could actually do a sputterduck here. I could just build an aquatic farm on here. Replace this so that it floods this area over, but then it also flows into here. Not that great. Yeah, I like the idea of having underwater plants, but actually having to build other stuff is kind of annoying. The thing is, I could do... Yeah, I could actually do it just here where I make a new area District management. I could just do a district crossing here and then build another district around here somewhere. And then have this entire lake area be a water farm setup kind of thing. But I do need to then deal with this first. Ooh. And right now, I don't really feel safe with water. We have more than enough berries, luckily. I could also just make a district here. Plenty of area to work with. We can do additional farms. It's close by, so I could just put down a couple of bridges here and make 2 districts. You know what? I think I will. Because as much fun as it was to build this area out as a farmer's district, it doesn't really work out due to how little space there actually is. Farming needs a way bigger area to work with, like here, so we're gonna do that. So, new district. Like so. What I can do, however, is already build a couple of houses. Because the neat part is, I don't actually need to start out with building an district all from scratch. I can just do this, where I just build a couple of things, and yeah. See, woods. Not a large pile for planks. I'm thinking only a small, no, a medium warehouse for the rest. No, wait, I don't build it there. Because the issue is, if I build it there, then I can't put the district crossing down anymore. Also a medium warehouse right now for food, so let's just put it there. Put in berries there. Okay, so I understand. The bar right next to the icon basically shows you your current storage levels with all of it. That's neat. That's actually really handy. Drought has started. Oh no. There. I still should not be building all of this on green areas and should just wait for, well, I should actually be placing it all down here. 'Cause we're not gonna have this all be irrigated anyway. there. And while it is... oh, wait, no. Demolish the last one first. Of course, I do need to be careful a little bit here, because right now I can't do this because this is basically gonna cross these two districts. So if I'm gonna build a district crossing, it would have to be here. Which I do want to be careful of a little bit. No, we actually have a ton of gears, so what I can do is make an additional windmill. I said I was going to work on well-being, and what do? I'm going to be working on more food. Uh, hmm. There we go. We have some grilled potatoes, that's good. I might actually just make another logging camp right here as well, so that all these other trees can grow. I also need to make a storage area for all of the metal we're making now. Planks, logs. There we go. Once we have some food stored, I will start making the crossings. I might actually make the crossing on this side, because that makes it a lot easier as well. We don't need that. We need a copy of this. There. We can also immediately just start making a farmer's monument. It's only 200 logs. We have 600 of it. Hmm. see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 2x2s. Just working on so many different things at the same time. There. Right, nothing to do. Let's start with a patch of carrots. Although I could also make this my wheat area. Second, this oak needs to be cut down first. $400, and that area is also getting fuller. Let's start planting some potatoes. There, water. And this is the big reason I want to stop the thing of this lake. This is why I want to stop the bad water from going into the lake, because it scares me that all of this is so red. We need planks, and there are plenty of planks in here. Anyway, we're gonna wait till this is a bit more built. I'm definitely gonna have to remove these 2 water pumps, because we can't have water be in here. We can't have the water running out of this area. But yeah, we're gonna wait for the drought to be over, and then we will continue. Almost. We can almost build another thing, and then we can start doing the wheat. And then make a grist mill so that we can turn it into flour. And then a bakery so we can actually bake it into stuff we want. Right. Where am I gonna build the bakery? I think the best place would be somewhere here-ish. Or if we build it here, we can build it on this side. Yeah. But first, we build a storage area. And this is where we're gonna store... not antidote. Maple syrup. Because that's one of the things we can bake with. There. The water's flowing once more. Soon enough this area will have been flooded again. Sadly, this area has already been flooded. Don't like it, because all this corruption just... It looks nasty. And then this area has also been fully developed. Was it not? Oh, right, because of this. You know what? I'm gonna make even more flood proofing now. Let's see, demolish the crops here. There we go. Everything else seems to be going all right. Cool. Planks are empty. That's not good. I think it's mostly because, yeah, we have like multiple things that require planks, but we only have 2 plank makers, so let's just go ahead and put in another. That's paper. Let's make another lumber mill. We also have wheat field. I'm just gonna put down a storage area for the wheat. Yeah, no, these are just ground resources and planks, so it's gonna be in regular storage area. Like so. And that's then going to be there for the wheat. Wheat is sparadrap, chestnut, wheat. Then you need to use a grist mill to turn that wheat into flour. Planks, logs, and gears, of course. And then after that, we need a bakery. We also need to make a wheat flour area, and then we need a bakery. It doesn't require power, which is good. It just requires, well, fuel. There. And then we have one that makes bread. And we make another bakery that makes the maple pastries, because we do have the maple syrup for it. Now, it does mean that I might have to think about adding... oh. Some of the beavers need to sleep. Well, with all this work, it does seem to be that all of the water is being slowly added. Yes, let's... This is gonna be annoying. I want to connect this district, the main one, with the industrial one. And I want to have my new farming area be connected to both of those as well. But if I move the district here, then yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. The thing is, I can just do a little bit of a workaround. So no, I can't. So it's definitely going to be the case that I need to build a district center here. There. And I guess I can just build... I can just build it like this. Food, bakery, like so. It's gonna be bread. This is gonna be maple pastries. Cool. We have more than enough people for this. Alright. We can also then delete these two. Make an additional district here. So this is going to be weekly. This is Wheatfields Central. I'm gonna call this Harbor Hill. And to capitalize it. I always forget to capitalize these areas. That was the least creative name I had for it. Building electric power, stuff unsettled, of course. There. And once this is built, I will start moving over some beavers from one area to another. I can move 17 beavers over. I also need to maybe think about improving the stock of planks we have here. Then again, I don't make enough planks for all of this. We need planks. Alright, I also need to make 2 more storage areas then. That one is gonna be for the bread, and this one is gonna be there for the maple pastries. And then technically I need to build one in each district, but we'll wait for that now. Oof. And now we have to wait for the planks. Technically, I could just do this and make an additional 2 wood cutting stations. Maybe. Is there something else that I can easily build? Nope, that requires chemicals, which we don't have, or extracts. That requires energy, which we don't have. That requires also extracts. A Lido, which requires space. Shower, Mr. 1. Yeah, we can do that. There. We can make this a Lido. Easily, in fact. Is this all within building area of the district? Most of it is. Okay, good. We also have more than enough logs for this. We also have almost enough planks. We don't have a storage area for the paper, do we? What is it? Paper there. Cool. And now we wait for this to be built, and then we have another really neat area. It's a shame it requires planks, otherwise I would immediately start building those everywhere. No, that also requires planks. Damn it, all of this stuff requires planks, except for the shrubs. Oh, he's out of work. There. There, more potatoes. Well, we still have enough work to be done. What was the last thing? Builder shed, so you get more builders. I mean, that would be great if you have like a lot of stuff to build. Like here. But right now the issue is more... Right now the issue is more we don't have the materials to build. Anyway, we're done with the district, so we can just pause it for now. Demolish buildings. Yes. Demolish all of this. Build a road. And there we go. Everything is now connected. However, we don't have any beavers in the district. So we moved over 10. We can move another 10 over. And yeah, that's another new district. With a lovely farmer's monument. And a ton of green areas, so we can actually do quite a lot of farming now. I could even move this farm over here, all the way over there. And then have a bakery for those as well. Or a grill, in this case. This district doesn't have a hauler post, does it? Hmm. No, it doesn't. Let's build a hauler post just so it has more people working in it. This one does, and it can use way more people. Really? There. Yeah, all of these require more stuff. We don't have a gear place, so we do need to build that as well. Let's hope that the berries hold out for now. Yeah. Anyway, we are fully on our way to building a new area. All we need to do is wait for the paper and the gears, and then we're, well, the planks still, and then we're operational. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time. If you like the episode, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and if you like my content, please subscribe. And I hope to see you all the next time.